I'm Nikki.
I'm Nick.
And together we're Nikki Nick.
Sorry, I thought I heard something.
Did you?
I thought I did.
Okay, today we're gonna... Oh, speaking of that, today we're gonna be reacting to my thoughts on roommates.
I think the
odd
only
one's out.
roommate I've had is Booba.
Me? Well, I don't know if we'd be considered roommates.
We're just people.
Chilling at my house.
Okay, thank you.
Living at my house. He's living at my house. That's what he's doing.
Okay.
But we're not we didn't find each other on a website and have different rooms.
I guess so. I guess you're right.
That's what I think of when I think about roommate. I'm thinking you have to search for someone who wants to pay half your rent.
True.
Anyway, I've had a roommate. I've had friends who've had roommates and haven't had the best experience with them. So I'm wondering if he's gonna be sharing some
horror
of his
stories.
Yeah, because I've heard about some roommates that are kind of like the roommates from Heck. So
From Heck. The evil place.
Where I used to live, my roommate had nothing to do with this, but the people above us were the loudest people in all of the land, and I think that they legitimately decided to just throw furniture at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm
we did actually talk about that recently.
Yeah, I was what are you doing?
When I was 5, my family lived in an apartment. 4 maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I swear there's kids jumping around upstairs and you can hear it all hours of the day.
Yeah, it's I don't know what's going on up there, but I'm
nocturnal. Just jumping around the house.
So, I mean, that didn't have to really do with roommates, but kind of.
Yeah.
So, you ready to jump in to see what he has to say?
Yeah.
You might
Let me
want to
put this
your
back.
in.
Ready? Here we go.
You know, I never really understood trigger words until I got roommates. I hated my roommates. Except for you, Isaac. He watches my videos. Oh, James, you didn't hate your roommates. You just mildly disliked them. Yes, I did. When I first moved out of my house and went to college, the day I moved into
James's
my apartment,
house.
I opened the front door. This is what I saw. Keep in mind all the buildup that has gone into this moment. First, I had to get accepted into the school, then pick my major and classes. Then I had to find an apartment close to the school and get everything set up there. Then I had to pack everything up into a suitcase, kiss my dogs goodbye, and then be all alone for the very first time. I opened the door to where I'd be living for the next 8 months, and this is what I see. Someone sleeping on a couch. He was wearing some bright fast food employee uniform. The TV is on. There's a Halo 5 poster hanging on the wall. The sink, counter, and table is full of dirty dishes. There's a big industrial-sized trash can that is overflowing. Inside the fridge, there is an empty box of Dr. Pepper, a bottle of ketchup, and a jumbo Costco-sized pack of hot dogs.
What more do you need?
Where did all these dishes come from? Fun fact, those hot dogs were still in the fridge when I left. But the worst thing that was there was about 1 million basketball cards just lying on the floor. I'm not even exaggerating, here's proof. Okay, so I got a single room because I brought all my drawing stuff, and I would feel bad if I shared a room with someone and he had to deal with all my drawing stuff being there, and also I wanted to be alone. Looking back, I'm so glad I got a single room because that room couldn't even fit myself. Literally, I could stand in the middle of the room, hold my hands out, and without moving my feet, I could touch the walls of the room. Maybe I just have long arms, I don't know. I mean, I could settle for a small bedroom, but what made living there so horrible were the roommates. What I didn't realize is that these boys also got private rooms, so that means that they too were socially awkward and kept to themselves, which you might think is a good thing.
How many private rooms are in this apartment?
On the first night of being by myself, I unpack all my drawing stuff and I set it all up. Then I turned on the computer and the screen is just black. Nothing was turning on. I tried everything to fix it and it just wasn't turning on. Eventually, I contacted the people who made it, sent it in, and then I got it back working. But during that week while the tablet was being fixed, seriously, no joke, that was probably the worst week of my entire life. I'm being serious. Making comics and YouTube videos was what kept me sane. And that first night of being on my own and my tablet broke, I cried, guys. I couldn't even eat food, I was that sad. I hit rock bottom.
Oh my god.
I remember just watching Captain Sparkles and Game Grumps highlights all day. But then the day I got it back, I was a drawing machine. I posted a comic the very same day. So let's spend the rest of this video talking about these previously mentioned roommates I had. The first person I need to talk about is Isaac. He was the only one that I like, and he's also the only one I told that I made YouTube videos. Now this boy wore Obey hats, he vaped, and he said stuff like, "That's dope." But you want to know why I liked him the most? Because he did the dishes. Like, me and him did the dishes. It wasn't just him, okay? I'd probably never become friends with him in any other circumstance. Just wanted to say that he was the cool one. I like him. Hi, Isaac. I miss you. I was looking at this post on the internet, and it was where the old memes are today. And for the after picture for the Scumbag Steve meme,
I didn't know that
it
was a
looked
thing.
exactly like my roommate, who I'll just make up a fake name for, Steve for convenience. I'm pretty sure I was
I'm gonna look
roommates
that
with
up
a
after
meme.
this.
Just put a fedora on this meme, and boom, that's my roommate,
No.
Steve. And it was a very fitting meme, too. This guy wouldn't do the dishes. He always cooked this ramen thing in the microwave, and would leave this gross juice stuff behind. So then when I would go to use the microwave, it would get my paper plate soggy. So I would have to
I
check
love how
every
the
time before I
whole
used
thing
it to
just
make sure
hot
there was no
dogs.
juice stuff behind. And also at night, he watched anime without headphones. Subbed. Anime has a certain sound to it. I don't know if you knew that. It's like normal Japanese, but really emphatically. Luckily, it was usually late at night when he started watching, so I would just have to get to sleep before he started and I would be all good. James, why didn't you just ask him to turn it down? I did! One night I went into his room and I said, hey man,
Corey in
can
the
you
house.
turn it down? And you know what? He did turn it down for that night. That night. That one night. The very next night, but you know, he wasn't too bad. He would spend most of his time in his room playing video games, and I would spend most of my time in my room drawing. So except for the microwave juice thing, we didn't get in each other's way too often. Here's actually a funny story. So when I was filming the part in the vegan video when I crumbled up Oreos over Reese's Puffs, Steve walked into the kitchen and he saw me filming this sugary vegan concoction, and I just said to him, don't ask. Okay, so here's the roommate that I hated the most.
I love
His
that
fake
story.
name will be
Don't
Hunter.
ask.
He was the one asleep on the couch when I first walked in, and he was the one who had collected all those billions of basketball cards. Just basketball cards, and he kept them all in the front room. What's the point of having sports cards when
That's
you
so
can't even play with
strange.
them? I mean, I spend money on Magic the Gathering cards, but that's because it's an actual game that you can play with friends. What do you do with sports cards? I mean, I guess you can leave them in the front room of your apartment. Maybe one day your roommate might make a video about it, though. He left his Mountain Dew bottles on the floor, he farted in public, he'd always complain that Steve didn't do the dishes, but he wouldn't do the dishes either. One time I was tired of doing everyone's dirty dishes, so I bought a big stack of paper plates for everyone to use, but Hunter took the paper plates to a party without even asking me, and he didn't even bring them back. But the worst thing this guy did, one day he told me, my ex-girlfriend doesn't want our dog anymore, so he's coming to live here. What? So this boy wants to bring a dog in an already very small, cramped apartment. I couldn't believe this. The dog's name was Snoopy and I loved him. Hunter would put him in school at night, but one night I was like, hey, Hunter, Snoopy can stay with me if you want. And then boom, from that day forth, I was the one taking care of Snoopy. Snoopy would now sleep in my room. I would be the one who took him out for walks, and I fed him slices of lunch meat. What was great was that when I would go into the kitchen and Hunter would be watching TV, he would call for Snoopy. Snoopy, Snoops, Snoops. But he wouldn't come. This dog would follow me everywhere. And then one day Hunter said, hey, do you just want to have Snoopy? I was going to get rid of him. And then I said I would take him. And then later that same week, Hunter moved out. He took all the toilet paper too. He basically gave me a dog. And of course I loved that dog. But we lived in such a
thought he was
small
about to
space
take
and I was always
Snoopy.
busy with school and drawing.
Don't tell
I
me.
knew these weren't the best conditions for a dog to live in, and I'm pretty sure my apartment didn't even allow pets. So I asked people I knew if they wanted Snoopy, and my grandma got one of her friends to take care of him. So I dropped
Oh,
Snoopy
okay.
off and I've never seen him since. And that's it, the end. There was another roommate who I didn't
That's
even
the
mention.
saddest
He always
story.
worked a lot, so I didn't really see him too much. He had an electrical toothbrush, and I think since I was already mad at my roommates, when I would be trying to go to sleep and he would start brushing his teeth, I would hear the electrical toothbrush going, and I would just start shaking with anger, like, just use the normal toothbrush, dude! Also, I want to thank you all for a million
so angry.
subscribers. I mean, as I'm recording this, I don't have a million just yet. But hey,
He has like
when this
5
comes
now.
out,
I know,
maybe
that's
I'll
crazy.
have a million, who knows? I'm counting my chickens before they hatch. There could be another YouTube purge. But the next video will probably be the
YouTube
million
purge.
one.
True.
So,
For
cool.
real.
Okay, thanks for watching. Wear your seatbelts unless you're my roommates.
Aww.
His name is Snoopy. I feel bad.
Poor
I
little
hate hearing that kind of stuff
Poor
because
little Snoop.
I couldn't be separated from my animals.
Yeah, but I also understand the fact that like if it wasn't great living conditions for the dog, it was good that he found someone who he would trust to give it to.
I would be selfish.
Yeah, I would probably too. But I've been in that.
I'm
situation.
gonna be honest. I don't think I would.
I've been in that situation.
Or if I'd be like, I'm gonna keep him at this person's house, but he's still mine.
He's still yours, yeah. So you
Thank
just have
you.
someone like foster,
Yeah.
basically. Well, I tell you about my cat, whom I previously had with a roommate in my last apartment, and we shared the cat, and when all was said and done, I really wanted it, but I was moving back home, and my mom doesn't like, well, actually, my brother's really allergic, but my mom doesn't like animals in the house, so, besides my dog, and my dog would probably eat the cat, but...
I don't know.
She's a snippy little thing. I love her, but she's a snippy little thing.
The cat would have won.
The cat was a very mean cat. I'm gonna have to say that.
Cat would have won.
I love the cat. His name was Roscoe, and he was really cool, but he was also really mean, so... Anyway, she took the cat, and now I don't know where it is because she gave it up for adoption.
Oh.
And yeah, so I feel his pain on that one because I feel like I trusted this person way too much with my cat, even though it was like shared custody of the cat, that I really should have taken it and found a better home for it. But in my defense, I also thought she was gonna keep the cat because that's what she said she was gonna do, and she didn't, so... Anyway, I'm still spiteful. So roommates suck. I
don't have too much experience.
What this has to do with.
Just you.
Yeah.
I did have somebody back out once, even though he was like making fun of me, saying, "Oh, I bet you're gonna back out," and then he backed out, and I was like, "Thank God,"
so scary
because I was like,
though.
we went to the meeting and everything, and it was so close to actually signing it, and then like 2 days later, he's like, "I'm out," and then he moved.
Yeah.
I was like,
see, that's...
Oh my God! If I signed that,
yeah, that's what's so
I would have
frightening,
been
though.
so stuck.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like you never know who you're, unless you know this person from like forever. Yeah, like you're best friend. Not yesterday, but best friends with this person. I've known them forever. You really don't know like the situation you're about to get in, and also people kind of are flighty. So I found, but. I don't know, that's just me. Like, I have a friend who has gone through very, very many roommates. And she's only had one good one. And the rest have been very weird. And I'm pretty sure this one girl only lived off birdseed. And I have no idea how she did that. But it was the weirdest thing.
Lucky.
The weirdest thing. I was just like, how do you sustain living? That's all she had. That's literally all she had.
Literal... like actual bird seed.
I don't know. It was just a jar full of just different kinds of seeds, and that's what she ate. And it was very confusing. She flew back to California, I guess, if that's what you're saying.
Interesting.
It was very, I was like, oh, okay. I mean,
she flew west for the winter.
But then we went to go clean her out, like my friend's house after she left. And there were a lot of maggots in her toilet and everywhere.
Stop!
It was really, really bad. I wish I still had the video. Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end it now.
That's that. So anyway, if you guys have any, I know, I'm sorry.
Night.
I'm sorry. If you guys have any more of the Odd1sOut videos you want us to watch, just let us know. If you guys want to see more of us, make sure to check out the description box below. Got our Snapchat and Instagram. Make sure to subscribe.
And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for support.
We
thank you
love
for
you
love. We love every single one of you guys. Bye.